How's everyone doing this morning or this afternoon or this evening? If you're just arriving to the channel, we have some new subscribers. If they're real subscribers this week, I really appreciate that. Hopefully, I'll be seeing a couple of new people stopping by the channel. We have a guest coming on this evening. It'll be my brother. He has a research channel. He works full time, more than full time, on the front line, actually. And during the pandemic, because you'll hear eventually a bit about his work, but to talk quite simply about who's on the moon, what's on the moon. My brother on his channel he has things about keto dieting because he trains and does keto dieting like me. And no, I don't do any keto dieting. You see, we're very different, but we're very smart. We do a lot of research. He has a Christian's point of view. Religious channels or not, like I said, my brother Jason is going to have a lot of different things that he's going to be researching. I get a lot of people talking to me about the book of Enoch. A lot of people tell me, Bruce, put Jesus in your heart. A lot of people tell me a whole bunch of things. But aside from that, the me, there's a big fun that we can have in exploring only with the open-minded exactly what it's all about, who's on the moon, what's the relationship of the beings on the moon with ancient scriptures and stuff without, it'll be interesting. So that's the way I look at it. And my brother intends on doing more research in that. He's got more of a thorough research on the Bible than me, and I absolutely wouldn't even dare try to compete with him on that. But bringing that together to everything I know, my theories, and what I saw on the moon, it should be a very interesting stream this evening, and you guys get to meet my brother at the same time. Hey, Bruce and everyone here, it's Friday. It's cool, serious talk time. Let's talk. We got some interesting subjects to talk about, Mr. Benton. You guys will be seeing my brother this evening. So, Peter, thank you so much, man, for the generous contributions. And, whoops, I was going to turn on my fan, and the fan is gone. So, give me a second. Getting hot in here. Professional. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. I had no pants on, so I had to hide it. No, I'm kidding. I have pants on. I'm not like my alien. His clothing is in the washing. So those of you just arriving to the channel for the first time to see what Bruce is all about, you've probably seen clickbait titles all of your life online saying structures on the moon, clear moon base, clearest view of a moon base, only video of a real moon base. I've been looking at them for years, like you all. And when you get to the videos, it's crap. You see nothing, or it's a NASA image. That's how it is. Hello, everyone coming in. Lisa B, first in the house on the list for me. Hello, Bruce and BSA fam. Thank you very much. Let's get this little fan on here. Stan's Cave. Bruce, my man. How's it going, man? I love being able to catch your live, and I really appreciate it, you guys. More and more people are interested in the live streams. In all of each stream, after about 2 hours of streaming with my amazing community, we get about 1,800, 2,000 views, and I really appreciate you all for doing so. We don't get as many comments. I am Mr. 100 comments. My friend's channel has been at 16.6 since 2020 and went up 200 subs. So this is a channel that's pretty controversial, and that YouTube does not like sending out messages to people to say, hey, check out his channel. So if you're coming here, the shares that you're all doing, William Shuttles is out in a certain area this week with his family and met some people in Quebec, spoke about the channel. Hey, have you heard of Bruce Swartz? He's in Quebec. He does astronomy and research and ufology. So that's basically the only way that this channel gets people coming by. That is for sure. Here we go. And of course, can't thank you all enough. Hey, Sharon Yan, Lucas, thank you very much. Salut. Sharon Yan, Lucas, un gros merci, la gang. On va se voir, j'espère, samedi en direct sur ma chaîne française. KM's in the house. Sammy M's in the house. Wishing you all an amazing day. Lisa Eckerly's in the house. Speaking of mail, a couple of you, if you're expecting me to go look at mail and stuff like that, it won't be long. I'm arriving to the day where the 21st and the 22nd is usually when I go down. The mail for me is not in town. I have to go a bit outwards to go get the mail. And I want you all to know that I will confirm everything that will be coming in, and I will be going down there. I won't be waiting till the 22nd. I'll be going down earlier than I usually go down if I put some gas in the car. That's how it is. I got just enough gas to last my month. I live at a basic minimum. No carbon footprint on my end here, that's for sure. Lisa, it's strange to be on Earth. I'll be honest with you. That's how strange of a time, Lisa, that we are living in. Many strange times. But like Lisa also believes, and like I believe, and like a lot of you believe, disclosure is happening. So what's happening now, guys? Arizona in the house. Thanks again, Cam. Yes, and now you're on time. It must be the end of the world when we start being on time. Same for me. Lisa Eckerly in the house. Love you, my dear friends. Incredible support here. I can't thank you all enough. Thanks, mods. Thanks, everyone. So, yeah, that's what's going on. Good news. The transparency is what they need. So basically, they've been disclosing to the military, and all the military has been disclosing. And now you have some countries that are joining in the space race again. Japan joining for the gate and the extension of a space station. So there's lots of joining in from different countries. At the same time, we're seeing war here down here on Earth. It's a little hard to follow and hard to understand, but I guarantee you, I believe that they are disclosing to the military. The military is being exposed. One term that they've been talking about this week that they put on files, especially the Pentagon, NOFORN, NOFORM in capital letters. And that means not for foreign nationals, not for foreign countries. So they're saying that if other countries are joining the race and going to be working together, they're going to have a certain transparency. And that just blew my mind. And I'm saying, so disclosure is really happening, and it's happening around the world, but it's happening in secrecy with the higher up. So you have the military officials, and then it'll go down eventually to just a regular soldier that will know a lot about things. But again, they're probably always going to keep a lot of secrecy around that. And I see exactly what's going on. I see the innovation. I see it's something ginormous and huge, but there's still little loopholes and gaps in the truth. And well, who's up there on the moon? So that means they're working with aliens or not, because that's what everyone and anyone always usually just fights about, is who they are. It doesn't matter who they are. They're up there. A religious person can say, well, God created everything in the universe. It's written in the Bible. God created whoever's up there. So, I mean, once we get over that point, we just find out who the heck is up there. We might find out who's up there. You know why? Because if Japan, China, and all the other countries, foreign adversarial usually countries and foreign countries, when they join into this, the transparency has not ever come out by the U.S., or except when it was leaked from the inside itself. It's going to come out in many other ways and in many other countries. So it's like everyone every day is finding out more about the secret. Some of those people are going to leak out information. Some people are going to be concerned, are going to disagree with the information. So there's going to be a fight on the inside, higher up, on how they're going to bring things out. And meanwhile, they feed us with a lot of bullcrap by posting after more than 50 years of not having a UFO. I don't think ever civilian. There was only one back for Roswell. They were saying that now they're going to be more transparent. They're going to do a whole bunch of things. But a month and a week or a month and a half ago, the Air Force and Navy, they talked in the States and said, zero declarations. We're not going to talk about anything UFO, UAP related, and it's all going to remain a secret for national security reasons. But national security themselves agree that if there's no transparency between the other countries and China and the States working in space together, It's not going to happen. And as a matter of fact, I don't see it happening because the war now with Russia and, China, Taiwan, North Korea, and all, we're always fighting. It's a continual battle, and people are always fighting. Lisa B, thanks again for coming in, you guys. Elias, Valhalla. How's it going, man? Elias, thank you very much, you guys, for coming in. Callie in the house. Thank you very much, my friend from California. Stan's Cave. And thanks for coming back, you guys, as always. Hey, Darla. Darla in the house. We have pink dudes here. Hey, Bruce, freeze my butt here in North Dakota. It's a little odd, eh? I don't know if there's something up with the temperature or if it's me that's I'm a hot guy when I come on to do my live streams. But I got suddenly the fan is on. Oh, goodness. It's going to snow again. It snowed yesterday. We got like 5 centimeters. It snowed today. No accumulation. And the day before yesterday actually was accumulation. Yesterday it snowed a little bit. Today, still a little bit of snow or snow on the way. I don't think they're announcing any, but it really looks like that. But of course, Artemis 1, they're sending dummies to the sun, right? That's what they're doing. A heliocentric orbit around the sun. So I said, well, they're not actually going to the sun. It must be a term or an expression. No, they're going to the base center of the solar system, which is the center of the sun, to the chromosphere, the outermost layer of the sun. So however they're going to do that, oh, there we go with the eye. However they're going to do that, I don't know. But it should be very interesting to see, if I can see. Karen 18 in the house. Thanks a lot, you guys, for coming in. Dill the dog in the house. Nicole S., hello to you. Thanks to all new subscribers. Also, if you're here, Full Color Emotion channel. Thanks a lot, you guys. Hello. Lassen Foundation. Hey, mate. How's it going, man? Thanks a lot, you guys. Always the same amazing crowd. Peter Benton in the house. You guys can check out his channel. Barb Weist also is here. You can check out his channel. Elias. Whole bunch of people here. Good. As I scroll down, Richard Vaught, thanks a lot. Thanks for being members, you guys, and all the amazing support here. Hello, Diane. Diana Renault. Diana, thank you for being here, you guys. Always greatly appreciated. Exactly. Hiding what? I know what they're hiding. I think I know. I hope I know. Sorry, guys. I have 3 newborn children that need milk all the time. That's why I get up. Margaret Leach is here. Another one that knows all about disclosure and things coming. Little Minx. Hi. Hey, guys. Thanks a lot, you guys, for coming back all the time. Really are like a family online, eh? Honestly, it's really nice to see the same faces coming back. And that's all I have is the same faces coming back because we don't get too many new people here. We got some this week if they're real. Because what happens is some of the trolls, they'll subscribe 30 channels and then they wait a week. Then they bring down the channels. So in general, I'm going up and down 30, 40, 50 all the time, but it doesn't stay up. It goes up and down. It rocks back and forth. But that's okay. It's a playground. The subscribers are a playground for the trolls and go up and down. They can do as they wish. That way I still get to share my research with all of you. Because some people come on. It's always pleasant to have a lot of subscribers, but you don't need subscribers to have a channel and to make interesting videos. It helps. It makes the channel look a little better, but Latin Canadian in the house. Thank you very much. Hi, Ontario, Canada. Thanks again, you guys. Always a pleasure to see my friends from Ontario. There's more and more now. This year, I got a lot of people, Latin Canadian, that came in to the channel to join us on the streams from Ontario. So you should see a lot of neighbors. We got people from Southern Ontario, all around the globe, but now more from Canada because I'm Canadian and I'm expecting to see more Canadians come on the channel. There's not enough Canadians here. Maureen Heck, Bruce, your latest picks are amazing and I have shared them out to everyone. See, that really helps, Maureen. I'm telling you, that's how the channel stays up, and it's greatly appreciated. And a lot of you think that maybe it might not help, but check the like button. Yeah, and you could even click it if you want. We're seeing some balloons appear on some like buttons sometimes now. I don't know if that's a new feature. YouTube just enjoys all the new features and screwing everything up. They never really do any good features extra. Now they hide the member videos. So now if you're not notified, if you don't click the bell, you will not get notified whatsoever. You will not see the videos. And did you know that YouTube, if you ever wondered why my channel disappears, and like all the channels that you follow, YouTube added this as an update just a couple of months ago, that for other people to get the chance to be viewed, when you're always going to someone's channel, at one point, YouTube's going to stop recommending that channel to you, and is going to completely not show you those videos that you like and show you other videos. They do the opposite of everything what people want to do on YouTube, is from what I am understanding. That's exactly it, KM. What are the true intentions of Artemis 1 and the whole program in reality? They got dummies with sensors, like real dummies, real weight. They're testing out radiation suits for the first time. They're testing out they put sensors and radiation sensors and a whole bunch of earthquake sensors on the bench to see how much they're going to be bouncing as they're going maybe through the sun. Who knows? They're going to the base center of the solar system. And I don't know if you know it, took a long time for me from grade 6 to last year to wait for New Horizons to get to Pluto, but they're going, and they're going to go around the moon, go to the sun or around the sun, but apparently not around the sun. They'll be going to the center of the sun for some reason. And well, between the center and the chromosphere, whatever the hell that means. And it's NASA themselves that said that. So I'm sitting there listening to this. Then you hear about them doing a water suit test. Okay, water suit test. Well, it's normal. There's a lot of water in space. Oh, is there? Okay, well, seems to me they admitted there was no water in space and just started talking about it a couple of years ago. But they have to, thermetically, they have to seal the door of those spaceships, any spaceship of any launch, and put a water seal on it so water doesn't get into it. Because 50,000 degrees of heat causes a lot of water, right? I don't think so. Maybe space is an ocean, some type of different element when they get up there and out there. But what are their intentions? I have no idea. They're going around Earth, going to do 3-4 burns to get up and out, the transition outside of the atmosphere. Then they're going to slingshot themselves around the moon, past the moon, and come back, and then slingshot themselves towards the base center of the sun, traveling, I think, at 50,000 some miles an hour. No biggie. They're used to doing that. So basically, they have to. I think we're seeing that it's the first time they're going to space. We're seeing about all the research, all the radiation research. They want to find out if there's any radiation around the moon. 1 day in space is a year of radiation on Earth, they say. So it would be very interesting to find that out. So wherever they're going, and going to the sun, not me that said it, they did, by the way. Well, the sun, look at it the way you want. If I was to tell you that the sun rotates once around the Milky Way in 239 million years. So we are with that sun spiraling around the whole Milky Way, apparently, even though we see the Milky Way straight up over us. Nothing ever makes any sense. When you start reading what they're telling you in space and you look, what they say and what we're visually seeing are two different things. They have excuses about optical illusions, about the bending of light. Maybe there is some truth in some of that, but it's always very easy for them to hide the truth by bringing up some bullshit, excuse the expression, but some bullshit theory, because we've seen a lot of that. Science is changing now. It's always evolving. And what we learned back in the days, in my days, in your days, no matter what age we are, it's not today. Science book from when you were in school is not like the science book today. It's going to be different. They're going to be saying the opposite of themselves. The sun used to be stationary. I have old science books, and that's what they said. And they said the planets were rotating around the sun in the base center. In the base center, supposedly the sun wobbles around the base center, and that's where it rotates. Even though they say that it takes 239 years for it to rotate around the Milky Way. So the way they show the planets, how they're all placed, and the way I vision the planets are two different things. Absolutely two different things, I find. Anyways, thanks, Darla, for welcoming everyone. We are having a cocktail party at Kelly. Oh, interesting. With a load of friends, so can't watch the whole. Hey, thanks, bro. Be safe, man. If anyone's driving, be sure that they drive safe. And but maybe the first hour or so. Thank you so much, man, for listening in, as you always do, man, for the incredible support. But I do hope you guys have a nice time. Please say hello to Kelly and to all your friends that will be coming over this evening, because it's always evening. It's always later for my friend in the UK. And you guys can check out Peter's channel again, like I said before. Yeah, it's not insulated at all. Actually, you can see through the windows. I'm not going to hide that, and the roof. But it's not cold. Once again, it started being cold, and it plunged down. And when it's snowing, it's always 0, -1, -2. Usually, it does snow when it's really cold, but it's rare. When it gets sometimes they're announcing 30 centimeters of snow, but it gets too cold. And if it's too cold, it's not going to snow. Let's see what the temperature is right now in Gomaville. Real quickly. It's not working. How come? It's normal because things go bad. I'm just waiting for the page to open. Shouldn't have done this. Wanted to take 2 seconds to see the temperature here. Wait till the page opens. -1. So it's not bad at all. Maybe it is well insulated. When I get ready to do my streams, I'm hot. I'm all ready to explode. So filled with energy. JT's in the house. Thanks a lot, you guys. Vinny, how's it going, man? Mr. Gate Smasher, my bacon friend in the house. Eat bacon, guys. Good day to everyone here today. Thanks a lot, Gate Smasher. Hope you and the stats are doing well today. And I thank you guys so much for the incredible support and for always coming back, man. I love you, bro. Corey N. There's a whole bunch of things going on in space. A whole bunch of things going on in space. Space, not space. And a whole lot of new space agencies and companies. And there's competitions and contests that NASA's giving out money. And SpaceX just got another so many millions of dollars. And a whole bunch of things that they're planning to do and build in space. Now, watch this. Watch all the cargo launches. Watch China ramping up launches. Watch them. In less than a couple of years, there's going to be every day, I believe, 15 to 20 launches for sure in all the different countries. A whole bunch of projects that they're trying to do. Russia's going to make the space station. China sent up their pieces to the space station. So they're there right now working on that. And I don't really like that. I don't really like knowing that the idiots that are running this world have access to going to pollute space out in space. Guaranteed, if the aliens exist, we're going to find out. Because I feel something's coming from far away. It's going to fix things. Scooter Gainer, what's up, bro? Doing a great job. Can't thank you enough. It's very kind of you guys. Thanks for the encouragement. Lisa, I hear you on that. I feel that a lot. Sort of like I have the tips of my feet in water, but in a parallel world, that it's summer in this world. And I'm like, I feel that a lot. It's not necessarily a bad connection, but it's a connection of change. I've felt it more and more this year, especially this year. It started last year. A change in the air, a feeling of change. But as for me, I go through I'm screwed up. I go through a lot of weird feelings and feelings of people that I miss and remember from other places that I only tend to go to in my dreams. And the matrix exists, and parallel worlds exist. I've seen the shadows. I've seen the portal to the other side. So I'll tell each and every one of you it exists. And as a matter of fact, your life and your physical perception of reality is based on your belief system. So if you want your life to go a lot better, I confirm to you, just think of it. In life, I used to be a dreamer, and I realized that dreaming doesn't make reality happen. Just makes you feel better. Makes you think that one day you're going to get to where you want to go to. But until you throw yourself at the helm of the ship, well, you won't know if you're going to make it or not. And that's what I do now. I throw myself into where I believe that I have to be, and things happening around me like the pandemic and stuff. Well, there was none for me. I lived through that just listening to silly comments online. I didn't live through that. And I'm not denigrating or descending the fact of the pandemic that people lost family members. I'm just telling you that it doesn't exist in my world. And that proves to me that realms actually exist. Sandy Mingo, thanks so much also for being a member, but thanks for the generous contributions. I appreciate that. December will be hot, hot, hot. Good things coming. Sandy Mingo, I agree with you 100%. Lose my voice. That's not a good sign. I agree with you 100%. Good things are coming. And yeah, they announced a very warm winter for us here in Canada. And 2 days ago was the first day that I put on my heat. Right now, my heat's not on. Windows are closed. I just turned the fan off and I'm just okay. It's not so bad. For this time of the year, honestly, I'm surprised. Thank you very much, Sandy Mingo, for being a member and for the generous contributions. You guys rock. Malcolm Shirley. Jeez, guys. My voice is not doing good. Hi there, Bruce. It's been a long time. Nice to see you, Malcolm Shirley. Appreciate it, brother. Thanks for coming back, you guys. Julie, the stats, thank you so much for your kindness. Sweethearted Moonman, honored, thumbs up, y'all. I'm floating like a bird. Thank you. If Earth and Sun rotate as said, are we re-entering realm from many years ago? AD, sponsored by Bacon. Yeah, and imagine how good the bacon was back then. That's something interesting. I believe that it's possible. A lot of people are talking about the returning of other beings like the Anunnaki. There's a whole bunch of theories, a whole bunch of different beliefs, but that was a good one. As said, are we re-entering the realm from many years ago? I believe that we are a higher consciousness, and the worst of it, some of us are peeking out. A lot of us are peeking out of that realm into the next realm. It's sort of an adjustment. It's not that we're going higher or lower. I just think we're what if I told you that we have other parts of us? I like that one. I really like that one. Physical parts, we have consciousness parts to ourselves, I believe. Maybe we're all over in different realms. Maybe the people that we're looking at fly by in those lights are us in an essence form, and we're the physical form down here. Just the root of everything that's going on in the universe. They need a shell, a soul consumed in a shell on a planet. Yes, I'm sure I see it now. I laugh, but in reality, that's my defense to not pass off to be crazy. But I believe that we have to open our minds, and things that I'm shooting out like that. Different understanding. I don't like the way people look at one field one way. There are many ways to get to Rome, many roads to get to Rome, different paths to get to the same point. That's what we have to do. Be open-minded, think out of the box, because I'm telling you, a lot of things are happening, and we are going to be alive to see the disclosure and to see what's getting cool now. Getting cool now in the house as the spirits enter in. Wayne Mansfield, how's it going, brother? What are Fridays for? It's Bruce sees all time and thumbs up. Thanks a lot, you guys. Yeah, I have a lot of fun on Fridays and I really appreciate it. I'll have my brother on this evening to talk about a whole bunch of things. I'll have the link in the description of this live stream. If you guys want to check his channel out, just starting his channel, did some things on keto diets, did an intense, thorough, in-depth dive into Christianity, which was interesting. And of course, the channel's not solely about that. Now researching the demonic beings and stuff like that. It's going to have a whole bunch of different subjects come up on his channel. But don't forget, I'm doing this full time. He's not. So he wants to grow the channel. And you never have to subscribe to the channel if you don't appreciate it. But I'm sure some of you will. And a lot of you here tell me a whole bunch of things about Enoch and stuff. Well, my brother does a lot of research about that too. Help a small channel, build itself. It's always a positive thing. Like I've done many people here that come here. NSW Police Australia received 4 billion AUD, Australian dollars, upgrade. Why so much? To make us safe. Isn't it incredible, eh? There's things that are going on. The sad part is that they're throwing money around, right? All this money is being taken. Look at the American people that they're sending all the money to, and not just American, UK. You guys too got tax money going to Ukraine, the war. Canada does too. The States does too. France probably does too. I don't know about France, but possibly. And that's how it is. Everything that's built around us, that's running us, and that's trying to attack us and take us over, we paid for it. We paid for everything of that. We trusted in the government to have someone that was transparently sharing everything that's going on, right? But unfortunately, that's not what is happening. So yeah, it's cold. After all, it is getting a little chilly in here. Up and down, I guess. That time of the month must be because they say that now the transhumanism people are saying that men can have periods, menstruate. That's a good thing I didn't touch that subject, guys. You know those people that are doing, hi, Bobana, thanks a lot, you guys. Thank God it's Friday, yes. You know those people that are doing videos, review videos on what they think of what people are talking about certain things. Oh my gosh, there's some funny videos out there. If ever you guys want to get a good laugh, look up woke videos, okay? The woke videos, it's the funniest bloody thing you'll ever see. So Secrecy on Space News, national security themselves, it's no secret keeping space allies, the ones that are with us from other foreign countries or adversarial countries, in the dark is going to hurt the U.S., so they say. Real quickly, secrecy is innate to military space. It's been that way since the start, they say, as you all know it. But officials are increasingly expressing frustration with a classification system that at times appears to be doing more harm than good. I like hearing this because it's proof that they're going to have to disclose. So disclosure is going to come out to hundreds of people, maybe thousands. And, whatever crumbs the public will pick up. Well, unfortunately, the culture of secrecy emerged. And here's something very important. I mentioned in the title about the superpowers running the earth. I said it 2 to 3 years ago that the elites, even though they've always existed, there's also fighting inside of the elites. There's also changes that has to occur inside of the elites if they're not just 5-10 people, but probably a lot more than that. So the culture of secrecy emerged in the opening decades of the space age when only 2 superpowers owned the domain of space. A lot of people don't know that, right? Who the hell were they? Space has since gone global, with 90 countries belonging to the once highly exclusive, secretive club, Pentagon, including many U.S. allies. Today's U.S. military space leaders frequently trumpet the importance of international partnerships. So I like hearing that because there has to be some more transparency. They point out that security challenges in outer space are global, and the United States can't do it all. Right. The Space Force, for example, talks about creating hybrid networks. And no, not hybrid aliens, hope, and they're already created, and has advocated for joint programs with other nations. So fighting on Earth, but in space they won't fight until we see no more war on Earth. I don't believe anyone will be able to do joint projects outside of Earth, realistically. But the rhetoric rings hollow if information cannot be shared. And this is said by Major General Doug Scheiss, the shyster who runs U.S. Space Command's Combined Force Space Component Command. Can these guys even remember what their job titles are? Big names like that. Scheiss organization responsible for monitoring and analyzing objects and activities in orbit, brings in officers from allied countries to work side by side with U.S. space operators. He said it is becoming more difficult to share information, even with close partners, because documents routinely are labeled no form, no foreign. And that's what I explained in the description. No foreign, meaning that they cannot be shared with foreign nationals. And that's the problem. All too often, they slap a no foreign control term on a sensitive document. Scheiss said themselves that space, this is, so you see it's Space Force Command, General, Lieutenant, Sergeant, whatever, that is bringing that out. So, like I said, every time there's transparency on something, it's most of the time always from inside. We have a tendency of thinking nothing ever comes out from inside. They're all a bunch of liars. They hide everything. Not that they're lying. They just don't say certain things. They don't have to lie. They don't have to bring certain things up. They don't have to answer certain questions. And inevitably, what happens most of the time, if not all the time, Pentagon officials, whatever, agents, military, high-ranking officials always go into a private meeting. So when they're asked questions, even from the Congress, as the Congress asked them very recently, by the way, the Congress asked them months ago for transparency, but they're not going to get it. And that's just a show. They had to post online that they were going to ask, but in reality, Congress, Pentagon, it's all the same. It's all the same people. There's one person running the whole show, different branches and frontal organizations that they're laundering the money through. Hey, it's all good. Right? Biden's writing blank checks to Ukraine, basically. There are times, of course, when the no foreign label is required, but lately it's become too universal, he said. So it's starting to lift up. So the veil is starting to lift up. If we're going to be truly integrated by design, we need to ensure our allies and partners that they have access to the information that they need to accomplish the mission, he added. I can assure your own senior leaders are paying attention to this. So, interesting enough, in reality, what the hell is going on is that they're telling us through the UFO reports, the Pentagon themselves, they still are not ruling out that it's a adversarial country or a foreign country like China or Russia that are ahead in the race and have a superiority capability in anti-gravity and UFO research. That's what they said that they are worried about and did not rule that out. Then they turn around and say, well, we have to be transparent. And, it's like saying two enemies for the longest time have always been enemies. And now they're going to this big party where they have to go and dance together and play games. It's not going to be very friendly. And that's how I see it. That even though they're talking about there having to be transparency, I don't think that there's going to be that much transparency. There's going to be transparency with the ones that know everything and that have access to knowing everything. But as for the public transparency, we might be a little while without finding out what's going on. That is for sure. Shamala Perry, thank you very much. Hello. Hey, guys. Is everyone ready for what is about to happen? It is coming. I feel it. My Marine friend knows it too. I can feel my hard work getting through to the masses. Of course it will. And the bacon too. You're the reason why I ate 15 pounds of bacon in the past few months. Definitely. No comment, please. McSmayam's in the house. Thanks, you guys. Lisa says thanks, McSmayam. Bruce Nation, here is the Moon Man. Thank you, guys. Careful, my head's going to be too thick to get through the door frames. No danger. I was shocked to find out that the size of the building, Uber the pyramids, and in Antarctica under the city-size UFO, ice is melting. That's what they are saying. We talked about it here. I talked about it here in theories with even a lot of people mentioned it. What's going to happen in Antarctica when everything melts and certain things are going to be revealed? I think it's going to be revealed for a reason. Since geoengineering, guys, they can make plenty of snow. Okay. As a matter of fact, I really don't know why they don't set up snow machines over there. You know, and maybe it's stupid, and I've always thought of that. Hundreds of thousands of snow machines, okay, blowing snow with the plows, just pushing the snow to rebuild the snow. Anyways, the little silly secrets and things that they're saying, climate change, and now the ice is melting. There's so much ice here. It'll be here, even after a meteor hits Earth, there's still ice that's not going to completely melt. Trust me, there's so much water and ice around the world. Like most of the world is water. Don't you find that funny? We're all living on little bloody islands, and they're saying that, oh, we're running out of drinking water. There's a hell of a problem for running out of drinking water. That's like saying Mars, hey, we landed on Mars this year in 2022, and in 2023, Mars was blue. Yeah, come on. A lot of bullshit that they're saying out there. Alien Bump. Hello there, Bruce, my neighbor from the north. Thanks a lot. I'm sure someone asked, but did everyone watch the moon Artemis rocket? Absolutely. Saw at least 3 UFOs. Oh, took some quick pics. Very interesting. Thanks, Alien Bump. Yep, ice is melting, whether it be deliberate or not. Some heat on now because we're freezing here in Canada. It's so cold in Canada today. What was wrong with me before to be hot? I'll tell you why. Shaving, brushing my teeth, and making coffee at the same time is what did it. Doesn't take me much, to get a sweat on. Thanks, Wayne. Thanks, you guys. Don't involve any religion because they're behind hiding everything. Yep, that's right. Of course, I believe that, Lisa. I believe that that's what religion is doing. People get indoctrinated, but if somebody takes the book like I'm doing and research it and find out the message that you just said there, I think that's a plus, an important thing. I've read many Bibles. I've read many different scriptures, and you go see the differences in each of the religions, and it's all the same stuff. And, always, I just don't like reading a book that's a scary book. It's often very scary, and it's always telling you that if you don't do good, you go to hell and burn. I think everyone's goal in life, excuse my hiccups, should be that everybody should live a positive life to help the ones that are less fortunate than you. It doesn't always mean monetarily. It could mean through knowledge and common sense and help. I've seen somebody that looked like they needed a hug. Yeah, you walk into a store, some people look really, really down. I'll deliberately, good day, and smile to them. Sometimes that's all they need. If everyone did that, boy, everyone would be so happy in life, right? Hi, Maria. But a lot of you are talking about that and saying, well, they're like a lot of you mentioned it yesterday. So many things are happening, and the pandemic, and people are preoccupied. And actually, I think it was my mother this morning was talking about it. People are busy getting the V's and getting this and that, going to work and doing stuff. So when something happens, people just go with the flow. They hear in the news, oh, look, Trump did this, or, oh, look, Biden did that. We all look and laugh and whatnot. We still don't know what the hell's going on because we don't see any of this except for what the news is saying. News media are a bunch of liars, and they're paid liars. They're paid. They can't get caught because they'll be in trouble. Nancy Pelosi now saying that she's not going to be re-entering Congress. I mean, how the hell could she? I'm pretty sure it has to do with the hammer, even though they're not saying it does, but a little bit of common sense there. If you guys want to send something to me, letter, spaceship parts, or anything, a picture of you with a smile, That's where you got to send it. That's my mailing address. Yes, when I hear that name, Klaus Schwab, was released a statement, America is finished. That's what he says. You know, we're people living in America, and even me here in Canada, we're right beside the leading country, the U.S., and the two superpowers that we're talking about. It's changed. They're losing control. They're losing the key to the city. Right now, more people have keys to get in to the office. That's what's going on. That is definitely what's going on. America, it's sad because the Americans have nothing to do with the corruption that the government in the States is doing. And why do you think everyone's targeting, yes, all the countries, but especially the U.S.? Because they're punishing the American people for what the U.S. government has been doing over the years, and many other countries in secrecy. It's all about the secret societies. Secret society. Ship of footage of a video of one of the skies of Cincinnati just two days ago. I believe the ships are arriving, and that's what's going to happen. And when people see them, it's going to be all at the same time. It's going to be something crazy. In Cincinnati, too, very concerning. They're going to come out of the ocean all of a sudden. My nose is itchy like hell. Yep, the national security bullshit is them covering up everything. Absolutely, and that's always what they do. They have the excuses of saying, well, we can't talk about it here, but we'll talk about it in a private meeting. So that means when they disclose, Congress will hear what they say, and Congress is just not going to repeat it to the people. I think it's complicity. I think it's pretty much planned when the Congress asks, we must see transparency. And they wait a month. Then they go, Navy comes out. We are not revealing anything. So do you think it's normal that the Pentagon and Congress would be fighting? That's a scary thing. Very scary thing, right? It's because the Pentagon's running the show, right? And they don't want to give the keys back to America. As a matter of fact, there's an association. I don't care. It's true. Someone's selling off the U.S., right? China's implicated here in Canada. Something crazy. Espionage from China working for Hydro-Quebec. Yeah, that's right. Just got caught. But it's like, it's a hush-hush thing. It's racist saying that there's a Chinese person in Quebec that's doing espionage. Not racist at all. Has nothing to do with the person being Chinese because he's racist. It's the Chinese CCP government is running Canada. That's why here we live in China. That's what we call it here. Get ready, folks. Justin Trudeau is going to tell us that there's only 4 types of haircuts we'll be able to use. And for me, I don't know if I'm going to like those haircuts. A whole lot going on in these skies. Yes, absolutely. Tina, hey, how's it going? How's it going, my cousin Tina? Nice to see you. And now trolls will be all over you because they're going to think you're a family member. So we won't tell anyone, Tina. Cousin. Thanks for being here. Tina's like, what the hell is he doing? You get a lot of special people coming by here. Hello from Wales, UK. Thanks again. Welsh Warrior. Thanks for coming back, you guys. Appreciate that. Bringing the bacon. Bring it on. That's what we got to do to bring on the bacon. Well, the bacon is going to come out. When it comes out, it's going to be surprising, I think, to a lot of people, even to us that are all expecting disclosure. If it's not disclosure that's coming, there's a lot of things that are going to make us open our mouth and jaw drop our mouths. It's not for nothing, guys, that everything at the same time, they say we need a new world order to build back better. Day one, the weather started going haywire. Day one, they started throwing in, remember all the reports? Oh, the last polar bear. Oh, look, he's holding on to a little piece of ice. The bear was going by like, what the hell? Floating by in the ice. Yeah, they're making scenarios, right? When the news is talking about a storm, we had a flood here in town one day. 3 houses were flooded. because the road goes down. So what they did is that girl almost drowned herself to go in the center to have the water up to about her waist. And she says, "Hi, we're here in so-and-so town today. There's flooding going on." And all the other people around were watching that idiot in the middle of the water talking about, because that's what the goal is of the news, is to impress. Oh my God, there was an accident. Oh my God, a face-to-face accident. Any blood? Any blood? Oh, there's the blood in the glass. All right. Yeah, get the broom, get some more glass there. Right. Yeah. All right. Get some more blood off that dead guy's forehead, and put a handprint on the window. Oh, there, that looks good. There we go. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit that they tell us, right? They tell us something in the news, and it's never real. It's never true. They are manipulating the perception of people, and they were actually successful, the shitheads, in making family members fight between each other. That's what everyone's doing. Not in my case, but families are fighting with each other. When the pandemic happened, take it, don't take it. Oh, people are fighting. People stop talking. Well, you got to do it for your kid. No, don't do it. I don't want to poison them. All this fighting that comes out because people are all confused about the news and what's coming on. Denmark, Heine, E, thank you very much. Appreciate that, brother. No, aliaus. Hey, that's a good one. No, I meant padne sit bata. And sorry, Mixed Mayhem. I saw, like I ghosted you, right? Thanks a lot, man. Any thoughts on solar energy? Are you confused too? It's like they're talking about they're going solar to go green. A little bit of problems with that. I don't think it's a good means of energy, apparently, from what people are saying. Solar energy, but you're not talking about solar energy boards. You're talking about solar energy. The sun is a ball of energy and electricity that people can use and consume it, because it's always making and fusioning and fissioning all the time, clashing with the atmosphere and obviously the oxygen around it. And it's always producing. So it's a free energy object. So, China tried to create a sun with success. You got Germany that has a sun in the ground, and the States also have a sun in the ground, I believe. We have an Area 51 base that's called the most secretive base in the entire world, and everybody knows about it. Lots of things going on. The Dulce Base, which is apparently a base that's holding aliens. You read all this stuff and you're like, what the hell? Where is the story going to come out to? And the more they disclose, the more they tell us about stuff, the more it's confusing for us to find out what the hell is going on. It's just near impossible. And those that did send me something in the mail, don't forget, I'm going to be getting out very, very soon. And I will be going to confirm and update and let you all know everything that you guys sent. And I thank you so much for that. Baking it up, Lisa. Lisa, wishing you an incredible day today. You and your family, Darla, Elias, everyone. I hope you guys are all doing well. New Hampshire Bay, myself, as cold as ya balls. Yeah, it's getting there. I was a little warm when I started, but because before starting the stream, I had, a big sweater on, and I was a lot warmer in the house. Snowing in Vermont. Thanks, Maureen Heck, and thanks for coming in. Well, snowing here too, guys. There we go. And the sun, you know what, guys? The sun has never come back out except for in the clearing since the day that Nicole, or that tropical storm, hit Florida coastline. Since that day, the sun has been missing. They talked about Bill Gates' space bubbles. Remember the space bubbles? Supposed to send that in space between the sun and Earth to block out sunlight. And scientists themselves are so worried about that, blocking out the sunlight. It'll change the chemistry, the atmosphere of Earth. We need sunlight for our health. The nocturnal animals, if we change the light that's come, everything is changing. They're playing God. They're playing with fire. So am I, Lisa. And I started doing the stream before eating something, because I never usually eat till about 1 o'clock. Slowly becoming carnivore, so that's a good idea and news. My bacon loving friend Gate Smasher also more carnivore to lose more weight. It's stupid, but eat more meat, less noodles, and I eat probably about a truck's worth of noodles every week. So always exaggerating, am I not? So I hope you all have your coffees on. Lots of things were going on here in the States in the 1900s, boy, at a time. They've known, apparently, people on Earth have known since the end of the 1800s that there's people on the moon. That was the Pentagon that had declared that. When John Lear had presented my work to the Pentagon and asked them who the hell's up there and what's all that, he was confirmed that they knew all about it and that they knew about that since the 1800s. Apparently, the knowledge here on Earth would have been found out in the 1800s. But I think that Leonardo da Vinci and the first, probably him too, but Galileo, the first telescopes, still got that cold, guys. I think the first telescope that was made is what confirmed that there were aliens or other beings on the moon. I think they saw that hundreds of years ago. And that's probably why religion was against the clergy back in the day, right? The clergy was running everything, in charge of the children, in charge of everything. It's disgusting, actually, when you realize everything that's being done. Vatican archives should be opened up like a library, and people should have access and the rights to at least visually seeing everything. And, imagine how unimportant we are if we were not included in knowing the story, the beautiful evolution of the human's path, beginning to end. What happened? It's because there's a lot of things that they're doing, and there's a lot of need for secrecy. That's like telling a kid, waking up, oh, well, Santa's not coming because there's snow. It'll destroy that kid's dream. But tell the kid 2-3 months ahead of time, well, in a couple of months, Santa's going to come home and bring you a gift. Remember that? 3 months, boy, you're thinking day and night about this event going to happen. And all the bad things that happen, it's true what I'm saying. All the bad things that happened to that kid during those 3 months doesn't matter. He made it through because he has a positive thing to hope for, to wish for. A lot of people say that if we didn't have religion, or if we didn't have something to be hopeful for that was on the other side or coming, a lot of people wouldn't see the reason to exist. I do see a reason to exist. We're in a physical realm, and there's more extensions to us. The mind extends, the third eye extends. It's all together, right? You talk about the soul. The soul is part of the heart. Heart's part of the brain. Brain part of the pineal gland. Then telepathy and stuff. There's a whole book of terms about the human brain, and the most intelligent brain surgeon talks and flourishes maybe one or two of those points. Because if you're a doctor, if you're working for the system, and no matter what you're doing, if you're working for the government, they're not interested in what you think. You're there to work, and you don't have your own say. So all those people in the government that are seeing a whole bunch of things arriving and occurring, they're not allowed to talk about anything. So in a way, I'm very happy that I'm doing this myself, that I don't work for a scientific association or something. And I'm not throwing myself flowers. I'm not smart enough to probably have, I've had the chance to do so, but you don't have to be a genius with papers to know about UFOs, to study UFOs, and to come up with some theories that are incredible, that have never been brought into the UFO form. That's what I'm trying to do, trying to open my mind and expand the minds of others, trying to connect with other languages in ufology, which I did in French, which is a plus. It's only a plus. I see it. That's how I see it. This morning, hundreds upon hundreds of birds were covering my yard and the trees. I have to, Norma, I have to mail her a message. Yep. Sorry, just remembering this. This morning, hundreds upon hundreds of birds were covering my yard and the trees. Oh, wow. Incredible. Never seen nothing like it. Whoa, wow. That's awesome to see. I see that here a lot. And of course, that's the interesting thing. Eh? Some of you have probably never even seen snow. Maybe I should stick it in the video once in a while. Maybe some people are curious as to what snow looks like. It just looks like a devastated area right now. Barnes County, North Dakota in the house. Did you guys get pummeled? I know at one point there was some dangers with Nicole, not you, but Nicole the storm, the hurricane that was headed down to, I guess that's what they were talking about. I guess would have been south, north and south. Oh, sorry about that, Nicole. I was thinking North Carolina, Canadian head. Sorry about that. But maybe you guys got some wind too, because I know the States is pretty big. This morning, thanks again, Kimberly. Gainer from Florida in the house. You're doing a great job, bro. Thank you so much, Scooter Gainer. And I hope you guys are okay with that rare November hurricane that you guys got in Florida. Holy Jesus. Felix in Germany, welcome. I must have missed him too. There he is. Felix Zinn, thank you very much, man. Mannheim, Germany, welcome. The cricket groups. I'm going to be protesting against crickets. Well, bring the crickets. I need some coffee. 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 There we go. Sorry, the coffee was a little further. Had to go a little further to get the coffee. Oscar the Grouch is in the house. If they gave a monkeys about national security, they wouldn't have CIA or MIS Mossad, etc. Yeah, biggest domestic terrorists out there. Disclosure only going to be framed for their own benefits. Absolutely. And that's why I'm telling you, don't get discouraged, because there's going to be a leak from the inside. The preparation of what's coming, whether it be remote viewing I did, whether it be a vision that I received, they are screwed. The elites will be no longer, is what I believe. Why suddenly, says Margaret, the Space Alliance seems elites want to leave quick? That could be another thing, wanting to leave Earth for maybe a cataclysmic event or war that's going to happen, and then they can come back, maybe a meteor. You can imagine they're set up across the Milky Way, probably have a whole bunch of little cottages here and there in Orion. It's all possibilities when you think of it. I believe Oscar the Grouch's going to come up from the inside, and like Margaret said, why suddenly the Space Alliance seems elites want to leave quick? Yes, and why the alliance outside of Earth, but no alliance on Earth? Do you understand that? That doesn't make any sense to me at all. Does not make any sense. Thank you again, the stats, for being here. Raw Dog in the house. There he is. I almost went over him. Sorry about that. Nick, how's it going, man? Better late than never, bro. And thanks for the comments, bro, and for stopping by. Appreciate that. Danny Johnson, always thumbs up. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming back, brother. Love you guys. Raw Dog, Pendants, nice to see you, man. I hope you're well. I hope the kids are well. The family's well, bro. Nice to see you as always. Over the years, appreciate that. The truth will be told. I'm just thankful for you, Bruce. Thanks a lot, man. You've shown us so much that mainstream morons won't. And I really appreciate you guys for appreciating it. Look at it the way you want. Luck or not, we were able to see a lot of things here. And what I saw in the moon is definitely hush, hush, top secret. And they don't want that coming out. But they're pushing transparency. It is going to come out, and more is going to come out than we think, guys. I'm telling you, like Raw Dog says, I believe that 100%. 115. Just scroll down to 2 minutes here. Again, there's Norma C. Hey, thank you, Norma. Norma C, I'm going to send you an email in not too long to let you know something after the stream, right after the stream. Thanks, Mix Ma'am. Appreciate it, you guys. Again, Norma C, thank you so much for being here. My friends from New York, USA. Part of my Friday sanity, and I love you for it, Norma C. I thank you so much for being here, for the amazing support. How's it going, Jerry or Gary? Siegler in the house. My friend from Vienna, Austria. Thanks a lot, you guys. I'm a great fan from you thinking that the moon is inhabited. Thank you so much by alien. Okay. Yeah, it's really one of the possibilities that I believe since 10 years. And I read, yes, Danikin 30 years ago. Damn right. And thank you very much for supporting the channel, for coming by. I agree with you, Jerry. Absolutely. I think that it could be very possible that aliens are up there. 100%. That is good to know, Margaret. I'm happy you did. Love you, Margaret. Thanks so much, you guys. Bruce, Trump announcement, his speech. He said he wants to put USA on Mars, and under his breath, he said that he started it. That's right. Some good shit's coming, guys. Right there. No, am I going to see it? That's what's happening. Lots of stuff is happening. Unsub. I was so brave. Talk about Biden and Trump. Every time I do, the subs go. People don't like you talk about this. Control. Don't talk about him. Don't talk about her. We all have different opinions. No matter what anyone thinks of anyone, it doesn't mean it's so. Somebody says he's the best or she's the best. If you think he's the best, well, great. If not, don't worry about it. That's what I say. Trump was supposed to bring out, when he was president, during his presidency here in the States, half American, he was supposed to bring out disclosure about what's going on with the UFOs, maybe even the moon. He wasn't able to, and he was told to wait by the Galactic Federation. This happened a year or two ago, and I remember that information coming out. So like you say, Maureen Heck, I'm expecting an incredible declaration of what's going to happen. As a matter of fact, Maureen, I would tell you that the only reason why all this fighting is going on is because of just that, what he wants to bring out. And I'm pretty sure, like Gates Masher said, like a lot of you said, it's coming. Something is coming. Something's going to happen. I believe that 100%. Welcome again, Norma C's in the house. Thanks so much, Norma C. No Taz knows. Thanks for being here also. That's nice of you, Norma C. Thanks for heading over to Darla's channel. You all guys all can too. Darla tells me all the time, stop sending people to my bloody channel. Doesn't want to be popular. Hey, Windsor, thank you very much. Windsor, Ontario. That's awesome, guys. Thanks, my friends from Ontario. Thanks for coming on to the stream, guys. Hey, Jenny. Nice to see ya. City, Florida is in the house. Bruce, you're doing a great job, bro. Thank you for being a believer. I love you for it, man. My pleasure. Thanks for listening in. I can't thank you enough. Now, I assume you're not talking about a child, because only I have a cute banana face, but if you're talking about someone else, I let that one go by. Okay, scroll down here, Bruce. Yeah, low-flying coconuts. Lake effect snowstorm is hitting the western New York area. That's another thing. We're gonna get some really weird weather. Weather's gonna be up and down. And of course, since they're going off to the sun, NASA, I guess, get ready for the next 26 days. We won't be seeing the sun, I guess. That's what's probably going to happen. As a matter of fact, we're probably going to be a long time not having any sunspots if they're going to be out there for 26 days. There's only a few days that there was a danger for them. I would say now they've gone around the moon too. I haven't checked to see where they're at, but no doubt that they're on their way to the base center of the sun, solar system. Doesn't make any sense, I know. Sadly, science is not science. They study and repeat in general. There are only a small amount of real scientists. That's right, Kurt. There's only a small of real scientists doing the job, and everyone else is just repeating. You're right about that. Wow. Thanks, Julie. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Sandy Mingo. Thanks, Peter Benton. New thing, uncured bacon. What the hell? Oh, yeah. Curing is the flavor. What stupid person came up with that? Like bacon flavor? You know what'd be cool? Having bacon flavored, bacon scent live streams. Like when you go to someone's live stream, you're allowed putting on different scents, like different smells that come out and they come out through the computer. And you get the smell. Wouldn't want to watch porn with that on, but anyways. So bad. Transparency talk. The moon is transparent, right? I don't know. I have a hard time with that one. And I love it, man. Lassen Foundation. I have hundreds of people that come here a month that talk to me about possibility of there being a holographic image showing a moon. What's keeping me from believing that 100%, but never ruling it out because anything's possible. Why would I see UFOs and why would I see structures? If there was a holographic image over the moon, they would have put an image over the moon so that we couldn't see the structures. Or maybe that's why, like, I believe that it's a physical object, but that something could be over it, hiding it. So I'm sort of into the hologram or holographic image idea without confirming it. But Friday night tonight, guys, I'll be on with my brother, maybe 45 minutes, an hour. We'll be talking, and then I'm going to get off so that we can all talk together because I'm going to do my same regular live stream, but it's an extra fun having someone on. So anyone that tries to come on during the time that my brother will be on, I won't be having you on because we have the planned stream tonight. So if I post a link there and people start clicking on the link, they'll just sit in the back room and watch us. And if not, I'll send my brother a link in his email where he'll be able to click on it. But that's tonight at 8:00. And those just arriving to the channel, we stream twice on Fridays, 1 p.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern time, Montreal time. Be careful. We go ahead and back an hour, the beginning and end of the year. So a lot of people are off an hour sometimes ahead or late. But my brother will be on, Jason Swartz. And after this stream, I'm going to stick the link in here so you can go check out his channel at the same time. It's just a channel that he's starting. He works full time. So he's starting to do more into the research, and he was interested, called me up and said, really interested in some of the researching things with, demons, devils, and entities and what's going on with the UFO report. So he's going to be starting that. And even though he doesn't have a video up about that yet, you can still head over his channel and give him some love and support. So infinite potential, timelines, and frequencies. It's all about the frequencies, Rusty. You better believe it. Herbert Klein from Netherlands. Thank you very much, bro. Nice to see you, man. Gatesmaster says people are starting. Hey, Gabber Beast TV in the house. People are starting to re-energize, I believe that, by taking off their socks and shoes and feeling the energy, I was going to say from the earth, absolutely. And the earth is feeling us. New and improved is not really good. Yes, that's interesting what you're saying. There's a communication that can be done between a tree and a human being. There's a communication between a rock and a human being. I know a lot of people are going to say that sounds absolutely nuts, but it's not. You can feel the energy of other things, and maybe look at it the way you want. Maybe Earth is waking up. Maybe all the planets are dormant living beings that wake up every 10,000 years, and they only wake up to explode. So put that in your pipe. Have a nice day, and I'll see you at the next stream. You know, it can happen. Laugh at it all, my friends, because we can't turn away from it. We can't get away from it. Anything, whatever's coming. Help with website costs, upgrading equipment, camera setup, programs. Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy my research of space. Free to watch for everyone, because it is free to watch for everyone. Please help. It's appreciated. I love you for it. Miss Julie Stats, thank you very much. You guys can check it out. Infrared drone will be coming soon, even though Christmas is coming. If I mention it, it's because it's going to be an extra tool to the channel. Objects, devices cost a lot, so every little bit helps. And if you're here watching the channel, you're helping a lot by adding a view to the channel, maybe leaving a like, maybe taking the time to subscribe to the channel, because after Christmas, only subscribers will be streaming. I gave months and months of heads up to everybody. It's to help my channel grow a bit more and to keep from trolls, because trolls don't like subscribing. They'll come maybe a bit less to the live streams. But I thank you so much. Little Minx, just imagine if there was a twin of ourselves in every country. A twin, they always say there's a Suzy in everyone. Apparently, what about parallel worlds? What about there being one of you in another world? Like it's you, but literally like you're like literally like this other creature. That's why I believe that we have other extensions of ourselves. Some people can venture their way out into the Milky Way and other galaxies and bring back information. I get messages that way. It's ever since I was young. Children that go through traumatic events in life, I believe a guardian angel is all I can call them, will be there to protect them. Whether it be for whatever the reason, that's what happened to me in my case. And I believe that a traumatic event, someone that goes through a very traumatic event, sometimes is a portal that opens up. And whether it be you that is opening up the portal to the other side yourself, because you're literally opening your inside, your mind, your soul, your consciousness. It's all connected. Open your heart to open your mind. You can't just open your mind. If your heart's not open, you'll be blinded. You're not going to see the other side. You're going to see a blinding light. And I confirm this to you. I don't care what anybody says, because I've seen it. If you're a pure person, you can see on the other side. As a matter of fact, I've had a door open up when I wasn't in a very good mood or necessarily a very kind mood, and it disappeared. There's something that has to do with your intention and what you stand for, what you represent. There's something that portal's opening up that is seeing about you. Maybe he doesn't see your physical form, but it's your energy that's attracting it to you. So there's two entities looking at each other that not one of them see each other. The other realm feels something, and us here on this side feel something. Some people are more intuitive, more open to the energy. And the only reason why I didn't make a website about it and literally start talking about it every day, because I didn't want to pass off as a guru or a prophet, because there's a lot I know about the energy, and I prefer to share it with some of you people that are familiar with the energy. But it's a subject that if I talked a lot about the things that I experienced and saw, they defy all laws of physics. No one would believe me, and I keep it to myself. A lot of you people that don't mention it that way will also talk about the Matrix, and that's exactly what we're living in. We really are living in the Matrix. Hey, thanks so much, Norma C. Love you for it. Well, that's what I want to mail you about too. There was a zero problem, so I wanted to mention it to you. I'm there for you. I got you. I'll send you a message after this, Norma C. I promise you. Become a Truth Seeker member and get these funny thumbs up, like Alien, Surprised, and more for low price a month. So cool. I love you for it, Aleaus. Thank you, man. Humans have a physical body, astral body, what is the soul, energetical body, and many more. I believe that. I'm right behind you on that. Wouldn't change a word what you say. There's other extensions of us, and like a baby in the mother's womb, if that baby wanted to, could destroy the body. Think of it. Think of it. Just one kick, destroy the whole. Why is it that we're in these cocoons sometimes? Because that's what we're in now. We think that, oh, you were born, you came out of your mother's womb. Hopefully it's your mother, and you came out of the womb, and now you're like, well, I'm alive now. Well, you're in another process through your life, which I believe your life has many shapes and forms and possibly means that we don't even understand, like physical energy, physical body. But there's a thought, a conscience. Like a lot of people say that we are a conscience, and that pain comes from just thinking of it. I believe those things that could be absolutely possible. So knowing that, make your own world around you, change the world. I did this when I started the channel and almost successfully achieved that by, instead of just being a dreamer, by going to the throat of the path that I wanted to take with the mentality and positivity, saying, I'm not going to let anyone let me down. The more you say that no one's going to let you down, the more people around you will be making you feel that you're being let down. And that's how it is. I don't know what it is with that echo, that whatever you think, feel, or talk about, or wish for, things happen sometimes. And when you wish for something, it's most often it's not what you wish for that happens. Sometimes it's complete devastating opposite. So I can confirm that magic is not something that I do, because magic doesn't always work the way you want it to. But we are a magical being, and I believe that that energy that's inside of us is magical. I believe that the human race was created through magic, through a magical process, magical and physical process, right, is what I believe. Thanks, Norma C. Karen 18, thank you so much. Appreciate it, you guys. We all have inner powers that the elite know of, yes, and are keeping us from using it. Absolutely. Feel Mother Earth. And that's how it is, because we can all connect to each other. And they started, okay, like I'll say it this way, dumbing down of the race. It's a little basic saying it, but it comes to making a very precise point about what you're saying. And that's how I see it. So 2 superpowers ruling the world before, and now it's going global. So that means, quite simply, the 2 powers sold their shares, are now filthy rich. They probably have 100 mansions and castles to hold the physical money in. Okay. But that's how it is. That's what I believe happened with the elites. They probably possibly left Earth. Maybe it was done recently, it was done maybe not recently. That's scary stuff when you think of it. That's the second time I pour the coffee, not even a sip. Yeah. Yo, send bacon to the address. Thank you, Norma. See, I love you for it. Yes. Happy Friday to you too, Luke. Nathan Medlin White, thank you very much for being here. Happy Friday, everyone. This is the son of, I'm happy I saw the comment. The son of David White from Ireland, my friend from Ireland. Love you guys. Very blessed to be a part of the good side. Thank you so much. Greetings, Bruce and Darla and all the mods. And that was at 1:30. So I hope you're still listening in. Luke, Nathan Medlin White, thanks a lot, Luke. I love you, brother. And David, lots of love, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. How awesome, David, for sharing the channel that you follow with your son. Thanks a lot, you guys. Plenty of love. Awesome. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, family. We're between family today. I am Kai. You guys, like I said, hello, Daniel. Thank you. Thank you so much. I will be checking mail. It's the day, usually the 22nd I go, but I'll try to get down a bit sooner. Put some gas in the car, and I will confirm everything and anything that you guys sent to let you all know. Cindy's in the house. Thank you, Cindy. And thanks for being a member, you guys. It's cold in here now. I'm going to complain about it's cold now. Damn. The whole world is in a government lockset. Yeah. Digital dystopia. 100% Garian. And it's like what people think like it's 30, 40%, 50, 60% in it. It's not. It's 99%. Everyone, all associations, schooling systems, and school committees, they have no say in anything. There are the higher up of each department is paid. You could be sure to keep the secret. And anyone that brings a secret out, they won't be able to. They'll be arrested, pass off as a pedophile. One of their family members will be killed, and someone will say that they murdered them and send them off to jail. They have everything that they can do to themselves. So the only way you're going to affect the elites is by affecting their energy. Now, the last time I spoke about this at a live stream, okay, you guys are a witness. The guide stones got hit the next day when we talked about this. I talked about putting our energy together to stop the elites from doing what they're doing. If that truth was to come out and that people actually did really try to integrate that connection with the energy, imagine a wall, imagine light pushing back the elites, imagine anything you want. It works, guys. And that's how I shine in life and how I get ahead sometimes by doing these things. Whether you want to call it magic, trickery, I really don't think so. It has nothing to do with it. It's the energy that's inside of ourselves. Block out the elites from doing what they're doing. Protect the children that are around the world. Just thinking of protecting a child. If you could think of protecting a child that's being abused right now, and something's going to happen, there's a magic in the air that child's going to be saved because you thought of it. I believe those things, and I base my life on this. I made it to 47, so I believe that all this is real. Some people have an incredible connection to the energy and can see the other side. And I can't say that the ones that do become gurus or prophets or, I'm not going to say that they're necessarily liars, but when you have the awakening, I had 3 of them. And when I had the awakening, it was so intense that I had to ground myself to know that the information that I have, you can't go on like a psycho and just start making videos and talking about stuff. It's because, and I don't blame people that do that, but that's what it all comes down to each and every time. Like this research here, I'm more opened up to a smaller group coming to see the real research and it getting out like that than getting mad at YouTube for not sharing my videos out. In reality, it's going to remain very, very sad. So I try to make the videos the best that I can, whether I get 1,000 views or 10,000 views. And I don't get 10,000 views, but maybe one day I will. Don't forget, you guys. Do you guys know how many views that I have in all on this video? Under 11 million views in the 7 years that I've been doing this. 6 years completed, 7th year started now. Imagine. It's like I can't look. I got to scroll to the bottom without looking. I always stop. You'll see you guys when you have a stream and a lot of people come on. It's always been, I want to answer each and every one of them, but it's just impossible. We get 1,900 comments here in the feed every stream, so that's greatly appreciated. Lol, Turtle looked like an idiot with President. Yes, the Jinping dismissing him. Did you see that, Beth? Beth Noyce? Wasn't that crazy? He was confronted, and this is a leaked footage, by the way. He was really not happy with, you see, he had his guy there, Beth Noyce, his translator talking. I mean, Jinping, you could, I don't know. No comment. No comment. He looked like an idiot, got caught. He literally told Trudeau to shut his mouth. Trudeau walked away like a little boy. Probably could go outside and smoke a cigarette for sure. He looked really stressed out on his way out. Thanks for that, Elias. Antonani is in the house. Who's flying around on flying BMXs? That could possibly be the people that were really into the ET movies. Maybe they decided to make a BMX that would fly and pedal. I'm sending my alien up on the drone when I get my infrared drone. At night is what I want to do. I want someone to be outside in their yard and to see an alien floating under a drone going by, just to go, what the hell did I just see? Try to wake up the people. Dear friend, Dar-S, how's it going, sister? Thanks. What do you think about Bob Lazar and his writings? Thank you very much for asking me about that. Well, I'll tell you what, I love his stories, and I'm happy that he divulged so many things from the inside. I think he wouldn't have been brave enough as a nuclear physicist working for a secret governmental project to bring that information out. I think he brought out that they're from Zeta Reticuli star system so that we would not know that they were on the moon. I always believe that. As a matter of fact, if you look on what Bob Lazar believes about what's on the moon, there's nothing there. That is the only part of the story of I was thinking of John Lear, Bob Lazar, that for me, there's something to that. Nothing on the moon. This coming from Bob Lazar, guys. There's nothing on the moon. Okay. I don't believe it. I don't believe he believes that either. So when he came out saying something, there must have been some other association up his ass, like the Navy, that was protecting him, or maybe the Pentagon or CIA agents. We had John Lear involved at one point to get to know more about what was going on. The same way John Lear reached me. John Lear goes and connects with people that know secrets, because I thought it was a double agent. He was probably working for NASA or something with what he was doing, because you guys know John Lear as being the godfather of ufology online and his work. But I know John Lear by having received a phone call from him. Not the same guy on phone as he is in person. His daughter said that he was an angel. All I'm going to say is which chapter. I do speak of fluent French and has a Do French channel. Visit the live Saturdays at 1 p.m. We also live stream. We get our English friends come over and say hi all the time and watch the videos. Thanks so much. You guys can connect to the French channel also. And every video, except for the streams, but in every regular video, I always, in the description, have all the links for contributions, the link to Patreon, the link to my small photography channel that I went and stuck one of the bases that I filmed on the moon. I have an image there. You can have it as a poster on your wall if you want to also. It's also free to go and glance the photography site. So I guess I am in menopause. I don't know what's going on, but a drastic change in the weather. I was hot. I think I was just running before. No fan on today. Well, listen, I'm a big guy. Eh? I used to work with a big guy on the docks, and this guy in the lunchroom in the winter used to take up the summer fan and have it on his face. I shouldn't be laughing because I'm getting to that point. On the Supreme Court, docket number 22, 230, the bitches are going down. That is good, and that is good to know. Some other numbers is what was the number? Number 6, law order number. Something happened in the States with some new laws and stuff. Now everyone's going to run away. Fauci, we used to hear him day and night. Where is he now? Well, he ran away. Well, he ran away to another town partner. That's what he did. Nancy Pelosi's running away. Not going to be back in Congress. She says she's running away. The closer Trump comes with his they're like running away. It's hilarious. All he does, Trump, is because he makes that face and he goes, I love it when he does that. Oh, I have so much fun. People around the world enjoyed, and I'm sure some of you did too, the silliness that went on. Look at with Hillary Clinton and all that. I mean, these people are friggin' aliens or something. She was coughing up these big purple balls, green balls in a cup at one point. I'm like, what the hell is going on? If you guys haven't seen that, check that out. Hillary coughed and coughed up 2 planets into one of her glasses. Anyways, it's weird stuff that was going on. Yes, representing Turdo. Exactly. I could see them as 2 goons. He does, and he worships the CCP's way of running the country also. Disappointed by something Turdo did. Yeah, he was disappointed. He said the conversation that he had came out. It was leaked out. And then Trudeau turned around and said, well, we believe in transparent. I would have not gonna right in the temples. I'm telling you, when I heard him say that, he goes, we believe in transparency. Just laugh hearing this shithead say that, eh? And it came out because we believe in an open, transparent, that's what he told to Jinping, right? So basically, Trudeau's like going, that's what he's doing. Trudeau with Jinping, licking him. WF, World Economic Forum, another thing. The Davos, China, they're all integrated in that. Klaus Schwab. It's funny, the first time I heard the name Klaus Schwab was the day that he declared about the swabs. The first post I heard about Klaus Schwab, he was talking about people having to use swabs. What the hell? Is this real? Remember all the things that we see now? You think we live in a matrix? Yeah, we live in a matrix. Do you think it's possible to have drag queen storytelling nights, afternoons in school, where the drag queens and the children are there with them and there's even touching and a whole bunch of things going on? Everyone that I've ever told that to, they've all answered me the same thing. That can't be. The parents wouldn't allow that to happen. And well, the parents are probably saying the same thing. That can't be happening at school. My kid must be exaggerating a little, right? They're not. It's just we're living in a matrix where something happened a couple of years ago. Queen died. I said it a couple of years ago. When the Queen dies, all shit is going to hit the fan because there's so many different things and contracts and treaties that have ended. Her treaty with her husband too, everything ended, and all that time since since she's been deceased, the Queen, the reptile, it's been going on, and they're founding new institutions and associations, and new people are paying new associations. They're building new the new branches of the military. They're going to open up new defense branches are going to go up over the next few years. We're going to be dizzy with everything that's going to be coming out. They're filling out space, guys, with cargo platforms, with cislunar satellites and cislunar orbit, okay, that are going to be for communications online. Bereshit, when India crashed on the moon, go look at what they had inside of the vessel when it crashed. They had living organisms, tardigrades, okay, that can live for up to decades in a pill form. They develop a cyst, a sack of water for them to continue living, and they live in sub-zero temperatures, no problem. So I believe they went and shot those on the moon in the eventuality for them to maybe live there and terraforming. Terraforming is a big process, and it's not done in one day. Probably a whole bunch of things they're doing to chemically change the atmosphere around Earth and the moon. Some people here, I talk with them about it, and I say, what if they're terraforming Earth? What if, I think even a couple here, Norma C, Margaret, a couple of you are awake on that too. They could be terraforming Earth here. And the reason why we see all those chemtrail planes and why we see explosions, like for example, at Tonga, I'm going all out here. Maybe it's some weather thing they had to do. Maybe we're seeing a process that they're passing off everything as being cataclysmic events when it's a natural process, or a process that's not natural that they're trying to replicate God. I'm saying they did all the research before, guys, to find out about everything, the power way back to energy equals MC squared, even though it doesn't. They're finding out all these mathematical equations and solutions in science just to be ahead of the bunch. No, they're doing something huge on other planets and outside of Earth. They can't do anti-gravity testing. They can't test everything about anti-gravity here. They have to test some things in a vacuum. But my problem is space is not in a vacuum. So what's the lie, right? They say the Hasselblad camera that they had, the Apollo 11, the Hasselblad camera wouldn't have functioned on the moon. But I'm still thinking, well, maybe it's warmer than we think on the moon. It was 29 degrees Celsius when they landed on the moon, right? Get ready. They're talking about all the pits on the moon, the temperatures being only 17 degrees on the inside. How come it's hot on the inside of the moon? How come it's warm on the inside of the moon when we have a core supposedly on our Earth, and when we dig and dig and dig, it's freezing, it's freezing, it's freezing, it's freezing for a long time? Okay, not on the moon. On the moon, it's hot inside of the moon. Like Lisa Eckerly and a lot of people say here, maybe it's a UFO. And if it is, it's on idle. Maybe it's all machinery on the outside. As a matter of fact, the UFO would be so bloody big, they could have a human race working on the outside, working for them. Do you understand that? We're builders. We're building for us, but we're producing for them. Parts of the production of food on Earth must be going to other planets. I mean, people are thinking they're coming to eat us. If they created us, they're not going to come back 100,000 years later to eat us. Come on. We can grow meat in a petri dish ourselves, and we're not even the supposed advanced race. But careful, maybe we are. Maybe the aliens that are the bad aliens roaming around in the solar system are us, the humans, that are roaming around in the solar system. That's something that's also very surprising and scary. The grand deception is really what it is. Bob Lazarus was trying to tell everyone, and the media kept silencing him. Yep, it kept silencing him. So, and there's one part of that I'm so curious as to why he said the UFOs were small and there were no seats in them. It could be test drones, it could be prototypes, and those 9 different anti-gravity propulsion systems that were in S4 bunker could be actually the Pentagon and the Navy and the military that are doing experimentation on that anti-gravity. They could be doing it with the aliens. They could be doing it against the aliens after having back engineered UFOs from an alien race. It gets better and better and better. And there's more theories and more possibilities that are coming to the table, and it's making it a lot harder for us to know what the hell is going on. Instead of the government is hiring us, how's it going, man? Instead of the government tracking and controlling us, we should track them and their meetings. Yep. And controlling their money. So, and that's what I'm telling you is going to inevitably happen. And I bet you it's a continual race that happens over eras and decades and eras, because that's why secret societies exist. Secret societies have to exist to rule the world. So the secret societies that are ruling the world, there are other branches and secret societies of people, like there's the Masons, but then there's the Freemasons, which they have the knowledge and everything without having to go to a lodge, and the Mason lodge doesn't like that. So there's a lot of misunderstanding in the secret societies and what's going on. And then people were insulted here. We talked about this, not insulted, but some people I felt were. Some people were saying, well, it's not very nice to say the Masons are bad. And I don't say that. And I'm going to explain. Masons is a religion, and it was at the end of the 1800s and during the 1900s. A lot of people were buried with Masonic symbols and signs. It doesn't mean that they're the elites, but the elites who founded the Masons, and it's the Rothschilds. It's one of the Queen's fathers, the one that had the sailboat. He was the first Grand Master Poobah, right? And he started all that. The Masons. It's something that was started in Bavaria many years ago. They call them, it comes from the Illuminati, and then there's a whole bunch of different branches, and now all the universities, it's infiltrated in the universities. Universities, anyone smart at school will be tapped on the shoulder and asked to work for the government. If they refuse, they're going to have a very hard time in life getting ahead. Smart people have to stay with the government and government associations. If you break away from that, no matter how popular you are. Remember Kanye West couldn't go out and have an ice cream cone without everyone looking at him? And no matter what you think of him. But now, because he's going against the elites, now nobody's going to talk about him. Even the black community are brushing him off, except for his friends, some very few, right? And that's how it is. It's control. Don't wonder why William and anyways, Nanu and all the people that took their lives as actors and stuff. Sometimes it's because they can't endure or accept the control of their lives. Imagine being offered complete fame, all the women or men you want, whether you're a man or a woman, biggest parties, advertising you don't need to because the government is pushing your own work out there to other people, but you have to give in to the secret society, rituals and a whole bunch of things. If not, okay, and you decide to retaliate, like Britney Spears is going to happen. Why does she have a handler? Why does her handler, her father apparently, has complete control over it? They're indoctrinated into these secret societies. He was there far before her. So in general, without, getting too much into detail, he sacrificed his child because that's what they do. Kanye West said that his mother was sacrificed also. So all these sacrifices and things that they're doing, at the CERN, doing rituals that some people think that it's a play, which is so stupid to even think of. Imagine seeing a play going on at CERN at midnight. Well, come on, guys, there. A play? Because it's a satanic sect. That's exactly who's running the world. My opinion, my body, my choice. It's also my words are also my choice. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Like Bob, I love the guy and I love his story that he was trying to bring it out. And I have so much confusion as to why he does not have that belief that someone's on the moon. It's because he must know that that's the other part of where the Navy is. Air Force and Navy. I spoke to over 18 people from the Navy, and I know that they really were from the Navy. And even one retired, and they said there's stuff on the moon that the military has put there, and that he believes that they're even still there, right? Investigate solar energy, Nikola Tesla, all is frequency. Absolutely right. Vibration energy 369. Also, we have, that's the frequency, and we have just received 2 Tesla solar discs. I'm telling you, Nikola Tesla, everything he invented is on the moon. Everything he invented is there. I'm positive. Star Hunter. Hello, Luke. Thanks, guys. There you go. Antonani. When I hear you say that, I would say possibly yes. Maybe that institution where they're talking about, Hogwarts, when they're talking about the institution where they're teaching apprentice magicians to do certain things. Well, maybe the elites are doing that. You can only imagine what rituals they're doing at night, in these, wow. I can only imagine what's going on. Thank you so much. Punctured Ball channel in the house. Thank you so much, man, for the kind comments. Really is sad, Lisa. Good times are coming. Gary Lapointe Sr. in the house. Glad get on and listen to the live. Thanks so much, you guys. Hi, everyone. Cold here in Vermont today, 30 degrees. So it is a little chilly here now. It is absolutely chilly here now. Can't thank you guys enough for being here. Really appreciate it, eh? Danielle says, in Holland, they say it's so warm, there's almost no more groundwater. Hey, that's crazy. I was hearing about that. I'm hearing about that. And it's always raining for weeks in October, November, December. Isn't that freaking crazy? Everything is distorted. The New World Order said they have to change everything, build back better. So that means they're manipulating the weather, and possibly in theory. Think of it. We have to change everything we're doing. Everything's changing, including the weather. It's like, what are they on break? It's like, okay, screw the weather for a couple of months there because there's new treaties that are being signed, new contracts are being signed, new rich people are being formed every day to form the new shit system that's coming. Exactly. I believe there will be the freeing of the human race. The human race will be freed. Maybe we were freed in the past. As a matter of fact, I told someone the other day, it blew his mind. What if the Bible is a book about the future? What if the Bible is a book about something to come? The coming of Christ. Like maybe the creation of the world didn't happen yet. Maybe we're the essence of that. And, anyways, time travel much? Could affect us. What's the matter? Not feeling good this morning? A little bit of jet lag from traveling through galaxies and worlds. Thanks so much, Julie. It's already 2:51. I'm going to probably get off. There's a big live stream tonight. My brother Jason Swartz will be on. If you guys want to know about his channel, he loves interacting with people, and he's going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff. So if you're not into just religion, don't worry. He's going to bring a whole lot of variety to the channel. But when we have an awakening and when we go through certain things, I probably think that my brother went through what I went through, a realization of an inevitable truth or force that's around us. Often we try to connect and communicate with those forces, the beings. And then Jason and I will show you our spaceship one day. K Rhino has been talking about all this for about 30 years, maybe 40. Yeah, well, I know a lot of people have been talking about things for a long time, but there's always a little something missing, right, to the story. But since the beginning of time, people have been saying the same things. But the problem is that now we're in that time. We're in the time of revelations. It's not like, guys, where are all the people from 2000 to 2016 or 2018 that were online saying the end is coming? It's the end of the world. It's the end of the world. So now they stop making their channels and it's the end of the world, and now the end's starting. It's really the end there. We're not supposed to live past 2030. And at the same time, people understand that past 2030, if you're alive, it's because you will be in the new world. So heaven, hell, winter, spring, summer, fall. We give things terms. The sky is up. Everyone looks up. I look down. Did you know that? I look up here. That's what I do. I'm a little opposite from people. I can still see what you're looking at up there, but I look down there because we're hanging upside down. When they go to the moon, they have to go upside down. As a matter of fact, the rocket has to turn itself upside down. And then all of a sudden, the whole universe becomes right side up by turning and flipping. One guy says, we got to find the way to get to the other side. We have to find the route to get to the other side. Easy. Have you ever been able to do anything else in your life but go up, down, left, or right? Duh. It's so simple. How do I get out of this realm? Up, down, left, or right? Or through? Here too, Donnie. Dusting of snow here too. Stephen J. Ford. Chronotron 92. Thanks for being here. No, it's not a good move. Merci, Lou Bezia. Before I get off here, too bad I wasn't able to answer all the comments, but boy, I thank you all for coming in. The wind in Ohio is fierce. Thanks for letting me know that, brother. I think Skinwalker Ranch is a secret project related to CERN, HARP, and to trying to open a portal to see certain beings. I'm sorry, there's some people that are trying to interact with gods, I guess, or beings or whatnot. I mean, look at it the way you want. I see that area like a genie lamp, and somebody let out a genie, and the genie comes out there, and now a lot of things go on at the Skinwalker Ranch, and it has a lot to do with I don't think just paranormal. It has a lot to do with Satanism and spirituality and a whole bunch of maybe evil things that are going on. around that ranch, which I should make a podcast about just that ranch. Skinwalker Ranch and Dulce Base. Very interesting areas. It could be aliens, my friends, that are running this earth and inside of the earth more than we think. If there's melting ice in Antarctica, could we safely say that some people are getting drowned? Maybe some bases are getting flooded that have been around in Antarctica for a reason. Maybe there's a reason to freeze Antarctica with ice so that we don't see what's there. When you go to Antarctica, you can't, you know, I'm not going to say you can't go visit family if they're living there, but it's because there is no family there unless you're an Indian or some type of one of the tribes from there, because they're on the land, and the people that go there in planes from the UK, from France, from the United States, from Canada, from anywhere in the world, Egypt, Poland, a lot of people go there to do research. It's only scientific associations that have access to there. It's scientists that go there to do the research. They're dropped off on a deserted area of Antarctica where they're stuck there, not being able to roam more than maybe half a mile. And they do their tests there, pulling out core samples from the ground and everything. You can only imagine what's going on there. Lisa mentioned it about the big pyramids are there, about the massive sizes. Buzz Aldrin went and had a minor heart attack when he went to Antarctica. And they say it's because he saw the probably aluminum alloy, some type of secret aluminum alloy metal that is lightweight, but that is strong and effective more than metal or titanium, and that is built so we sort of see through the structures. They're sort of like see-through. And it does fascinate me because the moon is also sort of see-through. So be open-minded for the next stream. It'll be just the same old fun stream that we always have. Going to have my brother on for an hour, and I hope I'll have him on a bit more often also. I've hid my family over the years because there's been so many attacks on me and people trying to find out when my son was younger who he was, and it was very concerning about what people were doing. And that's the goal, to try to piss somebody off, to scare them. And I swear to God, even though I shouldn't, but I'm going to, the reason and only reason why I stuck around, it's because the hate was so heavy. I stayed here and kept my smile and believing it too. I'm more than happy with everything and the interaction that's going on here. It doesn't matter anything and everything they say. It's definitely a career destroyer. The videos that they put up about me being pedophile and stuff, lots of bad videos up there, but they wanted to just to be sure to tarnish my name so I wouldn't get known. So what I did is I went over them through some retired CIA agents and Yan, thank you, Ufology Association, which is also in connection with the Space Force. Thanks, Yan. Was able to present my research to the Pentagon. Went over everyone, right over the trolls, hovered over them like a plane, and I landed into the source. So when I landed in the source, well, I wound up as data. But that's good. I'm still there as data. I'm in some black box somewhere. But it doesn't matter. Please do that podcast. Thanks, man. Bro, love Spinnaker Ranch. Yes, man. It's so interesting. All about it. See you and your bro and everyone tonight. It's going to be an amazing stream. Yeah, it will be an amazing stream. My brother's a good guy. And if I get 30 people from here that head over to say hello, just to take a look at his channel, and to welcome him more onto YouTube, I think it'd be pretty cool. I love the guy. He's a good guy. The stats. Thank you so much, Julie, you guys, and Floyd. Infrared Fund. Promise. And I thank you all so much for the amazing support. Norma C., I will send you a little email and update you. Eyes wide open here. Weather manipulation, 100%. Geoengineering, 1947, New York. That's how it all started. And maybe even a little bit before that. Roswell, 47. It's funny, Roswell aliens happened at the same time as they started doing geoengineering. There's a patent out that the US did, a patent on geoengineering, and you can look that up online. It's accessible. Thank you very much. And Luke, Nathan, McGlynn, White, say hi to your dad, please. Give him a big hug on my part, please. No snow in Ireland at the moment, but very cold. And Luke, it's surprising. Your dad, David, you guys, and I last year had the same bloody weather. Every time you guys get rain, here it's raining too. You guys get hot heat. Well, we get hot heat here too. I was doing a lot of comparison with David last year, and I still got that image that your dad had sent. Image here with the seal, and I tend to think after your dad sent me that image, everything happened. The UFO report, the seals are being opened, trumpets blaring. Well, Trump's blaring. I think that's what they meant in the Bible. The golden trumpet must have been just the golden trump. I think. So thanks again, everybody. Agenda's contributions. I'll talk to you all tonight, 8 p.m. Maybe 45 minutes to an hour. I'll be talking with my bro, and then after that, he's going to join in the live feed, and we're going to head over to answer the comments and to continue what we always usually do. Now I'm off to set my brother's link in the description. If you guys want to go say hello before he comes over, maybe go head over and encourage him. I'm not forcing you guys, just from your heart, guy. Just go if you're filled with love and you want to go welcome him to the channel. Do so. It'll be a debate with the Swartzes. Tonight is the night. Big debate about this, about that. We don't agree on half of the things with the Bible and with the UFOs and aliens, but it's not about not disagreeing. It's not about disagreeing. It's about two different areas of research that we went towards. And now, both of us together, we're going to have a hell of a nice, well, I mean, not hell, but a really nice understanding of where my brother is on what can be up on the moon. And like he told me himself, he goes, researching some of that. I mean, he has to look into everything else. What, NASA, and it's never ending, guys, right? The Anunnaki, mythology, it's just, ufology, the different terms, all the UFO reports that went by. And for me, I'm not a bad person, but I always said the Bible omitted the truth from us. And it's a whole bunch of people that did translations from other countries that are cultures that clash with us. And, so we'll be talking about some of that tonight, always keeping it interesting. And again, checking in a few minutes, I will get my brother's link up in this live stream. And I love you all so much for the incredible support to the channel. Hope to see you all at 8 o'clock. Thank you so much for viewing the last video. I know 2,000-3,000 views is not excessive, but it's a lot here, and I appreciate it so much. So I'll talk to you all very, very soon. Thanks for the generous contributions, and thanks to all mods. Bye-bye. Thanks to new subscribers. 8 o'clock. See you there.